Hello Minecraft World and YouTube, this is John from MinecraftWonderHowTo.com here to show you the redstone version of the Antikythera Mechanism. The Antikythera Mechanism is the world's oldest computer, created by the Greeks in 100 BC to predict the movements of the 5 planets they knew at the time, and the relative motion of the Sun, the Moon, and the Earth. It was recreated recently in a LEGO Technic video, where somebody showed that they could predict when the next total solar eclipse would occur. I believe a total eclipse occurring to Greece. And so that inspired me to make it out of LEGO. Now, the Antikythera Mechanism runs off of gears. Big gears that are fast, or big gears that are slow, small gears that are fast, differential gears, drivetrains, gearboxes, to make complex calculations and to move based on the movement of celestial bodies. There obviously aren't gears in Minecraft. We tried to come close with piston arrays, but that didn't work out, so this is what we decided to use instead. These are redstone cyclers. They're redstone timers, but I call them cyclers, that do different things. This light blue one here is a 365-day clock. This purple pinkish one is a monthly clock, fluctuating from 29 to 31 days. And these blue and yellow ones are the most important. Okay, the blue one represents, the dark blue one represents the moon, and the yellow one represents the sun. Now, just how the sun moves across the sky in real life and in Minecraft, it moves through the Zodiac, which is the or you could say that the constellations, the Zodiac, move behind the sun and the moon. But all you need to know is that they change position in the sky frequently. Now the moon changes position in the sky, moves through the Zodiac a total of 360 degrees, 12 to 13 times a year. The sun moves through once. So the moon moves much faster through the Zodiac than the sun does. It just has to do with the fact that it orbits the Earth and we orbit the Sun, which just takes much longer. So it follows the moon follows very closely the 30-day pattern of the month, and the Sun moves to the Zodiac following the 365-day year pattern pretty closely. But it sort of changes based on rotation. Anyway, not important. What you do need to know is just that. Now, the only downside to this version of the machine is that, as you may know, celestial objects don't always behave the same. For instance, a lunar month does not always start on January 1st. In fact, it very infrequently does. And the cycle of the sun and the moon are not going to start at the exact same place every year. So you sort of have to have this calibration, which I semi-automated, making a, get out of here chicken, a piston array here. Which has different setups for each circumstance at the beginning of the 365-day year, so that you can see their relative movements. So just like the LEGO Technic video, we're going to try and predict when the next total solar eclipse will occur. Now, solar eclipses happen 2 to 5 times a year, and in the same place they happen about every 18.5 to 19 years. So where better to predict the next solar eclipse than Vegas, where I will be tomorrow for the lovely and fantastic Minecon. So, both of these arrays here, or these redstone cyclers, represent 360 degrees on the Zodiac clock. And as the redstone pulses move through them, it will move through each degree. And when they intersect, or when they sign off the same time, you can see that that represents, mathematically, when the moon catches up to the sun and covers it and makes a total solar eclipse. Right now it's set up for this year, 2011. Let's set it off just so you can get an idea how it sets off. A little bit of lag here for no reason. Go. Let's try this again. Okay, so I ran the machine ahead of time to find out where the general area is in which the 2 cycles converge and a total solar eclipse will occur, and I placed note blocks all along them so that you can hear them play separately, and when you hear them together, that is when the total eclipse will happen, and as it should happen exactly, sound exactly as this little August 21st day blip is lighting up. I think I said August 27th before. It's definitely the 21st when the eclipse is supposed to happen. 2 note blocks signing off at the same time was the only system I could come up with last night to think of how to get these 2 cycles to interact visibly. If you can think of any other way to make it more obvious, maybe come on the server or the website and let us know. Okay, so we're going to turn it on, pressing the magic button. That noise was just the beginning of those. Sorry, that was a false positive. And here's the days running across the unmarked days. And let's go wait by 21st of August. You can actually see the moon moving much faster through its cycle in the Zodiac than the sun, just sort of lost here. And it's still going through, so let's sit here and wait. You can hear it running through a cycle. Not quite same timing yet. You can hear that different timing. Not quite the same. It's coming back around. Oh, it's gonna have to go through again. Let's fast forward. And there it is. The dual tone on the 21st of August, 2017. That is when the total lunar eclipse will occur. Now, I haven't figured out a way to do hours yet, and like I said, I'll probably try and come up with a better system of displaying... Oh, look at this. Of displaying when exactly eclipses happen and cycles interact. But that's it. Just as long as it's calibrated to the right year, to the light lunar timing and right cycle timing of each, it should tell whether or not there's a lunar eclipse. And a way to make that faster is to put it on a piston array. So, there you have it. My little version of the Antikythera Mechanism. No planets, but lunar and solar eclipses. If you have any questions, if you want to see the mechanism, if you want to apply to be on the server, or if you want to download the schematic for it, just visit minecraft.wonderhowto.com. And stay tuned for many more fascinating tutorials with much less math and hopefully a better frame rate. Thanks.